We live in a world that's constantly shouting. Shouting about every new achievement, every goal, every single step of progress. But today, we're going to explore a different path. A quieter path that might just be the most powerful one of all. One that's built not in the spotlight, but in silence. Okay, let's get into it.
So let me just start with this question, and I want you to really sit with it for a second. What if the most transformative, game-changing work you ever do on yourself happens far, far away from any likes, comments, or applause? What if the audience is actually the distraction? And that question really gets to the heart of our big idea today. It's this whole philosophy of improving yourself that's all about the internal process, the real work, not the external performance.
So let's put a name to it. Quiet development. Now, this is not about being secretive or hiding what you're doing. It's about being focused. It's really the art of working on yourself for yourself. The reward isn't the pat on the back you get from somebody else. The reward is the work. It's the satisfaction of the process itself.
This is where it gets really clear. On one side, you've got what we can call loud growth. It runs on external fuel, right? It needs applause, it needs validation. You announce all your big plans, which sometimes feels like progress, even if you haven't done anything yet. And because it's so public, there's this huge fear of failure. But then, over on the other side, you have quiet growth. It's running on a completely different engine, an internal one. It's fueled by your own belief in yourself, and instead of talking about your plans, all that energy goes directly into the process. And failure? It's not some big public spectacle. It's just private data, a lesson you learn from, and you move on. No drama needed.
Okay, so that all sounds great in theory, but what does it actually look like in your day-to-day life? How do you build something amazing when there's literally no one there to cheer you on? Let's break down how it works.
It's built with small, consistent actions that nobody else even sees. It's the discipline to get up before the rest of the world is awake just to read or get your head straight for the day. It's the quiet satisfaction of solving one little problem, practicing that instrument, or writing that one page when no one's there to say good job. It's saving a little money when no one is checking your bank account. These things are not glamorous. They won't get you a million likes, but they are the absolute foundational bricks of a stronger you.
And this quote just nails it. You're developing your core. No one sees you doing the planks, right? But they see the results in your posture, in your strength, in how you carry yourself. That's the whole essence of quiet development.
But this goes so much deeper than just new habits. The real transformation, the real magic, is internal. It's about forging a mindset that is tough, focused, and completely, authentically your own.
So think about what you gain on the inside. When you work in private, you are totally free from the weight of what everyone else expects from you. And that creates this safe space to try new things, and this is huge, to fail. Failure just becomes a lesson, not a source of shame. Your focus gets so much deeper because you're not wasting energy explaining yourself or defending your goals. And over time, you build this kind of self-belief that doesn't need a refill from anybody else. It becomes its own power source.
We really have to reframe how we see silence. It's not an empty space. It's not a sign that nothing is happening. It's the gym. It's the workshop. It is the training ground where the real hard work gets done.
And all of this work, all of this focus, it all boils down to this one simple truth. The only approval that can build an unshakable foundation is your own.
But hey, this isn't about hiding away forever. Not at all. There comes a point where all this quiet, internal work starts to show up on the outside. And when it does, it's incredibly powerful.
Think about it like this. You've never seen a crowd of people cheering for a tree to grow, have you? It just grows. Silently, patiently. It pulls its strength from its roots, deep down where no one can see. And its growth becomes this undeniable fact that needs no announcement. Your development can be exactly the same way.
And let's be clear, this is a long game. On day one, all your effort is completely invisible. 6 months in, you're still just building that foundation of consistency. But then, something starts to happen. Maybe 2 years in, people start to notice a change in you. And by year 5, the transformation is so deep, it's absolutely unmistakable. The compounding effect of all that quiet work finally becomes visible to everyone.
And that right there is the ultimate payoff. You get to a point where you don't need to explain who you are. You don't have to talk about what you've been working on. The way you carry yourself, the quality of your work, the strength of your character, that becomes your introduction. And it speaks so much louder than any social media bio ever could.
So, let's bring this all home.
This idea of quiet development, it's more than just a strategy for getting better at something. It's a whole philosophy for achieving a much deeper, more meaningful kind of success.
And just look at what the real rewards are. The biggest prizes here aren't trophies or job titles. They're internal states of being, a deep sense of inner peace. The incredible freedom you get when you stop comparing your journey to everyone else's. A genuine love for the process of growing. And a quiet, unbreakable resilience.
This quote just gets right to the heart of it all. We chase success thinking it's the finish line, but the real victory, the actual prize, is the person you become along the way. Someone you respect, someone you understand, someone you can finally sit with in peaceful silence.
That validation you used to crave from the world, it gets replaced by something so much more powerful, self-respect. And the most meaningful applause you will ever receive is that quiet moment when you look back and just thank yourself for not giving up, especially on all those days when absolutely no one was watching.
So I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. Forget about the audience for a minute. Forget about the noise and all the expectations. What masterpiece are you building right now in the quiet?